What's up everybody out there in Learning Land? We're breaking down Fire on the Mountain by the Grateful Dead. This is an awesome 2-chord song. We just need a B chord and an A chord. In fact, this is the whole song. But it's going to be a lesson that's much more than that. We're going to be breaking down the CAGED system, which is actually the CAGED system on the ukulele, and I'm going to be showing you how you can find your A and your B chords all over the ukulele, alright? Which is really beneficial when you're making arrangements, playing with other people, so that way you don't have to play the exact same thing, or that way you can mix it up if you feel like the chords should be higher or lower, okay? So you're definitely going to need that attention span with this one, okay? But also, real quick, if you want to become a Patreon, it starts at $1 a month, $12 a year. You can give more if you want, but it comes with a PDF with every single lesson that you can print out and follow along, plus some more personal interaction where you can get to know your instrument a little better and learn faster. Skype one-on-one lessons if you're interested, but if you came just because there's a fire on the mountain, and you need a way to put it out, and the only way to put it out is the ukulele playing to it, that's cool, I dig it and I respect it. Grab that ukulele brain attention span, definitely the attention span today. Follow me on in and let's break this one down. Alright, so remember that this lesson is twofold. We're going to be teaching you a classic Grateful Dead song, and then we are going to be showing you some ideas with the CAGED system so you can find the chords in other places. Alright, so let's start off with the song I'm going to teach you. It's a 2-chord song, and you're going to need a B major and an A major. Now we're going to be playing our B major like this, borrowing that 6th fret, 7th fret of your E string, and your 8th fret of your G string. This is your B chord. Now if I go dot, 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 and move this shape down 2 frets, I have an A chord, right? Borrowing the 4th fret, 5th fret on the E string, 6th fret on the G string. Our strum pattern is a down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down. Down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, 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 down, up, down. Fire on the mountain. And that's the whole song. Now, the lesson could end right there, but this is a great teaching opportunity to talk about something called the CAGED system. Now, the CAGED system would be C-A-G-E-D, and that's an acronym, but it's made for the guitar. The CAGED system on the ukulele is actually going to be the CAGED system, or C-A-G-F-D. Now, what that means is, based on those shapes, you can move those chords around. And what we're doing here is we're starting with our F shape. You can see that if I were to lay my finger across the nut, my fingering here, if this were a bar chord, would be the exact same thing for this F chord, right? So I take this F shape and I move it up 2 frets, it becomes a G, 2 frets, it becomes an A, and 2 frets, it becomes a B. If I were to continue, I have a C, D, and an E, alright? So I am using the F shape of the CAGED system to play Fire on the Mountain. There is more than one way to skin a cat, even though I really wouldn't want to skin a cat. That's really not what they're for. They're kind of for petting. What we're going to do is we're going to play this A chord that you all know. And if I move this up 2 frets, taki-taki, it becomes a B major as well. You see that? So I have a B major here, and it is the same interval shape. Again, if I lay that finger across my nut, these are the same shapes. So if I play that, one, same rhythm, same song, right? Fire, fire on the mountain. Okay, so if we look at the acronym, it's C-A-G-F-D, and we've covered the A shape and the F shape. Let's start with the C and let's work our way through the acronym. We have a C here. Well, if I borrow the 2nd fret and put my ring finger on the 5th fret, it becomes a D. If I move this up 2 frets, this is an E major, 1 fret F, 2 more, I have a G, 2 more, daka daka. This is an A chord way up here, and 2 more, tiki tiki. It's a B chord. Now, this particular song with this particular shape might not be that practical. That's what this system is for, to find alternative chord voicings that would be practical. Now, I could still play it so you can hear it. Alright, so that's possible, but it's really not that comfortable. Alright, now C, A, we've done the A. Let's look at the G. We have a G here. Now let's move this up 2 frets. If I don't play the G string with this particular shape, because otherwise the shape starts to look like this, and that's a little more convoluted. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the... looks like this, and that's a little more difficult. So I just get that and I use my thumb to mute that G. So this is an A chord, which means toot toot, this is a B chord. So if I go back and forth here, it sounds like this. And within all of these shapes, you have corresponding pentatonic scales that create little spots for hot spots. Go ahead and check out what I call my Jimi Hendrix chordal fills in A lesson to kind of see how those are built. But these exist within all these shapes. Okay, so now we've done C, A, G, F. The last one is D. We make a D. A lot of you are already probably familiar with this one without even knowing it, because the E is that first chord that you play where you go, oh no, ukulele, I hate it, because it's a really difficult chord on the ukulele. But it's used all the time in guitar, so you're going to see it a lot on the ukulele. That is your D shape. See how it's the same? So if I move it up half a step again, it becomes an F. 2 more frets, it becomes a G. 2 more frets, it becomes an A. And 2 more frets, it becomes a B. Now, this isn't comfortable for me to play at all. But you can kind of hear the song in there. It's because we have a B on the A chord. So that's how you can move all of these chords around, and with those 5 acronyms you can find the chords, the shapes of these chords all over the neck. So encourage it. I encourage you to explore it. Let's say you're playing a song, for example, that's G, C, G, D. Well, we can make our G based on our F shape. We can make that D based on our C shape. We can make our C based on that A shape to spice up the progression if you're playing with someone else. Something like, oops, something like this. Now back to the original chords. Okay, now I'm going to do the F shape for the G. Good for your intermediate players that are playing ukulele with another person, so you don't play the exact same thing. By playing something a little different, you're creating more depth in your harmony, and that is what arrangement is called. Okay, alright, so there it is, Fire on the Mountain and the CAGED system broken down for you on the ukulele. Hope you dug it, everybody. 10thumbspro.com. Alright, Fire on the Mountain, those are all the pieces. That is the classic jam. I hope you dig it, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. I really, really enjoy this song. It is a great, beautiful song, fun to play. Also, if you're going to be jamming on it, it's actually in the key of E major. That's how I would approach it. Or I would go to a pitch access approach, yeah, and play B major, A major, B major, A major. Both of those are going to sound really nice. Okay, and until next time, remember, think about becoming a Patreon. It's only going to help you. Well, that's not true. It also helps me, but it's definitely going to help you, probably a little more. And Skype Lesson 101 if you're interested. Until next time, 10thumbspro.com. Keep on playing, keep on learning ukulele, everybody. Take care. Ciao, ciao.